My dear friends, this is the fifth video. I mean the fifth part of the series about the role of president. And those who did not watch first, second, third, and fourth part, for them link is given in my description box. Please watch this video because it will be helpful for you. And today in this video, I am going to discuss what are the emergency powers of the president. And this topic is very much important for all of you. So don't skip the video. Okay. So before starting the video, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Rajdeep. I read in BA first semester, and welcome to everyone in my YouTube channel Political Study. And it's my request to everyone, please subscribe my channel so that relevant videos relating to political science will be available to all of you. So let's come to the point. What are the emergency powers of the president? See, the Constitution of India has empowered the president to assume some special or extraordinary powers during the times of emergency. And these powers are known as what? Emergency powers. And my dear friends, in our Indian Constitution, Part 18, Article 352 to Article 360 deals with different kind of emergency made by the president. Now let us see what are the different types of emergency that can be imposed by the president. So our first point is emergency due to war, external aggression, internal armed rebellion, known as what? National emergency. Second point is emergency due to the breakdown of the constitutional machinery in a state, known as state emergency or president rule. And our third point is financial emergency. So these are the three types of emergency: national emergency, state emergency or president rule, and financial emergency. Now first of all, let us discuss about national emergency, that what is national emergency. See, in our Indian Constitution, Article 352 states that if the president is satisfied or if the president thinks that the security of India or any part of India is threatened by war, external aggression and internal armed rebellion, then he can issue a proclamation or he can issue a declaration to this effect. Now, what is the difference between war and external aggression? See, war means, for example, Pakistan and India started a violent struggle with the use of armed forces. Suppose Pakistan has made a formal declaration of war against India, then it is known as war. On the other hand, external aggression means what? See, external aggression has wide meanings, but here external aggression means that if one country attacks to another country with armed forces without any formal declaration of war, then it is known as what? External aggression. Now see, every emergency proclamation can be issued by the president. Don't forget this line, okay? Every emergency proclamation can be issued by the president only when the Union Cabinet Minister, what? Union Cabinet Ministers, don't forget this word, okay? When the Union Cabinet Ministers advises the president to do, then only the president can issue this emergency proclamation. And every emergency proclamation must be approved by the parliament, because in India there is a rule, and the rule is that executive is responsible and executive is answerable to the legislature, and the legislature is parliament. Parliament consists of what? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So every emergency proclamation must be approved by the parliament. And do you know what is the duration of this emergency proclamation? See, the duration of this emergency proclamation has fixed at 6 months, but it may be extended by another 6 months with the approval of the parliament. Okay, now see, this is a very simple definition of national emergency. And what are the reasons of national emergency? War, external aggression and internal armed rebellion. These are the reasons of national emergency. Now, what are the effects of national emergency? See, during this emergency proclamation, the federal provisions may be suspended, and during this period, only the president has the power to stop or to suspend any of the fundamental rights except what? Right to life. Don't forget, okay? Right to life and right to liberty. And my dear friends, national emergency has so far been declared 3 times: in the year 1962, in the year 1971, and in the year 1975. Okay, so national emergency is clear to all of you. So now let's move to our second point, state emergency or president role. See, under Article 356 of our Indian Constitution has empowered the president to make a proclamation or to make declaration of emergency on the ground that if the government of a state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provisions of the constitution, then this state emergency or president rule may be imposed, and it should be passed by both the houses of the parliament, and the duration of this state emergency and president rule has fixed at 6 months, but it may be increased by another 6 months with the approval of the parliament. But try to understand, okay, don't forget this line, but it cannot remain in force for more than 3 years. And my dear friends, this state emergency has been imposed on more than 100 times in different states in different times. Okay, now see what are the effects of this state emergency. See, during this state emergency, the state legislative assembly may be either dissolved or suspended, and during this time the parliament have the power to make law or to pass budget for the state. So to put it in a very simple way, state emergency suspends the autonomy of the state. So I think state emergency is clear to all of you. So now let's move to our third point, and our third point is financial emergency. And my dear friends, this financial emergency is very easy to understand. Okay, see, according to Article 360 of our Indian Constitution, the president may issue a proclamation, the president may issue declaration of financial emergency if he thinks that the financial stability of India is in danger. Then he can issue this emergency proclamation, and it should be passed by both the houses of the parliament. Now see, what are the effects of this financial emergency? See, during this financial emergency, the money bill passed by the state legislature should be reserved for the assent of the president, and during this time or during this financial emergency, the center can reduce the salaries and allowances of all the classes, including the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court. Okay, so I think this financial emergency is clear to all of you. So my dear friends, I think that this video is helpful for all of you, and if you like my today's video, please click on the like icon, and if you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can comment me in my comment section, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, and please follow me on my Instagram ID. For today I have finished here.